I want to talk to you about one of the 12 immutable laws: play the long game. Good morning and welcome back to our usual programming. I know that today is episode 39 of In the Car with Clint, and I have my camera mount back stuck to my windscreen. Hopefully it stays there for the drive because my window is really cold today because it's freezing. Well, freezing for me is 16 degrees. And anyway. So, obviously I have these 12 immutable laws that surround the decision making around the companies that I own. The 12 immutable laws were written for Water Pro initially and then have transitioned across to Railways and Lawn Hub, and then obviously they'll move across to the fourth company, which I'll talk to you about soon. I don't know whether or not each company needs its own rules, and I think it might slightly differ, but it's fine for now. But basically, the 12 immutable laws came off the back of a book I read called The Pumpkin Plan by Mike Michalowicz. It was a really good book. It was one of the best books probably one of the most influential books. I was listening to a lot of audiobooks for a while. I don't now. I feel like I've got a good, Audible-based masters in business now. And I think you only really need to listen to about 40 to 60 books and you kind of get the gist of most things if you're running a business at the same time. And so I kind of started jotting down these different rules so that we had these rules, and we came up with the 12 immutable laws, or I did. And one of the key laws that we keep coming back to is play the long game. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. So play the long game helps remind us to stop making short-term economic decisions or short-term general decisions that can have a negative impact on our long-term success. Now, my goal is to grow my group of companies to $100 million of annual turnover. It was originally to grow Water Pro to $100 million of annual turnover. It might go back to that, who knows? And then I'll have lots of different goals. But the idea behind that goal was to have something as a stretch goal. Now, I have absolutely no desire or intent to sell Water Pro, so I don't have to necessarily worry about my annual profit as much as a lot of business owners might. And I've got nobody in my personal life that's saying we need this much money to pay for this much stuff, because we don't live that fancy. I buy some nice beers, but not that fancy. Not if you're to compare me to the people that are in a similar space to me. So the idea behind that is that I'm free to play the long game. So if we needed to invest money in hiring 2 more staff than we probably should based on what our budget was, because I see value in hiring someone to purely take photos of the business and the activities to put them on social to help grow the brand, then I'll do that. If I see value in running Facebook ads to try and grow my personal brand because I see value in having more attention in the future, then I'll do that. If a customer comes in with a concern and it's 50-50 as to whether or not it was our fault, we'll fix it, because we look at those customers as a long-term relationship. I'm talking 40 or 50 years with these people. Most of the people that we deal with are in my age bracket. Modern medicine should be able to drag me through to 90, hopefully 100, once we can start 3D printing organs, because I'm going to need some. But I'm working on making short-term decisions that are in line with our long-term goals. And I think that there's too many businesses out there that focus on short-term economics. So they'll try and sneak one through and charge a customer, or they'll make a mistake on an invoice and they won't fix it, and they'll just go, oh, you shouldn't notice. And if they do, we'll fix it. And we compete with a very large national company who has a reputation, whether or not it's right or wrong, for doing that kind of behavior. And it's not long-term economics. People are smart. The internet has made people even smarter, and you've got forums, you've got Facebook groups, and all it takes is one person to pull a tiny thread around your company or your behavior, and then you can, overnight, while you're sleeping, literally a 30,000 person Facebook group can all see how shit that your behavior is because you've gone and done X or Y, and it can topple you down. So I guess I can't give you too many more examples, but I implore you to please, if you have goals to have something long term and you're trying to grow a company that's a legacy company or a multi-generational company, then please focus on your long-term economics and not your short-term economics. I know, I get it, you have to cover wages and you have to cover this and you have to cover that, but anything you can put back into the growth of your business, and it doesn't have to be financial, it can be time, it can be emotional, it can be writing that handwritten note to that customer to say thank you, because it all makes a difference, and it changes, or it continues, it supports the long-term trajectory of your business. Now, if you're just trying to pump and dump with your company, go for it. Treat people like shit, it doesn't matter. And then you get some nice profit and losses. You'd have someone try and buy your business that doesn't understand the intangible assets of your company, and great, you sold your company for 3 times its annual profit for the last 3 years and you get out. Then what? Hopefully you got a lot of money. So that is it. Thank you for tuning in to In the Car with Clint number 39. Please play the long game and focus on that. If you're enjoying the content, please share it with someone. Obviously, I'm trying to play my long game. I'm trying to grow my personal brand so that I can reach more people and hopefully educate some youngsters. And when I say youngsters, I mean in business, not in life. And hopefully shortcut their learning journey so they don't have to deal with what I had to deal with. I'm not, like, I guess I used to be concerned about those people coming up and trying to take my castle. I'm very comfortable that I'm fine now, and that there's an abundance. And to be honest, the majority of people that watch this aren't going to do anything about it anyway. So, good luck, enjoy life, be kind to each other, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.